y'all. It's the MJ Black Podcast coming to y'all with another episode. You guys should already know us. If you don't, I am Tali.
I'm Drea.
I'm Day.
I'm Jamila.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Vivi.
So we are coming to you guys with some more topics because you know this fandom is just crazy as hell. So let's just start off with unpopular opinions. And I feel that this fandom sometimes can, well, all the time, can take this a bit overboard. So we want to start with these unpopular opinions about his father, Joe. So who wants to take this lead?
So I'm going to say this right now. Certain things that you don't talk about when it comes to anybody, and that's their family. If it's none of your business, if you were not there, then you should not have any think pieces about how somebody should feel about their parent, especially if they told you how they felt about their parent from the beginning up until the end.
I agree.
Basically, this man is not our father, so we can't take the trauma of somebody else. We can't absorb that because that's not healthy and we don't know the full situation at hand. So you don't have to forgive Joe, but you have to understand that his family forgave him, Michael forgave him, and you guys aren't part of that family. So if they forgave him, that's on them.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to say that Michael actually told the public that he forgave Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody remembers, during the last, days of his life, during This Is It, the person that he called or wanted to get in contact with in order to get him out of the situation that he was in was Joe. The person that he wanted by his side was Joe. So anybody that's going around saying that Michael shouldn't feel this way towards Joe, that's not your place to be saying that at all. Because he knew how he felt about Joe. So that's it.
And it's really like mind-boggling because it's like, these are not your parents. Don't be disrespectful. Like, y'all take it a little bit too far when it comes to his family. So that's all I gotta say on that.
And that's exactly why Karen Faye will never see heaven.
Yo, fuck her. Oh, God.
So now we are going to our next subject, which is his personal relationships with women, his friends, and just overall relationships. And some of y'all take that overboard too, and y'all think y'all know this man by what y'all see and what y'all hear, and that is not the case. And I feel like a lot of assumptions happen in this fandom, and y'all take that too far as well. So
I just feel like for this fandom to be known, to have Google on standby, for this fandom to be known for being the FBI and knowing all this information about this man, y'all sure do act very gullible and real clueless when it comes to talking about his relationships with women and his relationships with his friends. Because let's all be honest, at the end of the day, we do not know who this man had in his bed. We do not know who this man took out on a date. We do not know who this man was actually dating. Y'all see him in a picture with a woman and he could be looking in her eyes and all of a sudden y'all like, oh, I know they fucked. That is not the case. Y'all really got to stop doing that because a lot of people are looking at it like that's the truth. Even if y'all playing, like sometimes I play around with it too, but y'all, so some of y'all really be thinking that it's the truth and it's really not. I can't be that slow.
Digging up stories from Lipstick Alley. They need to get off of that.
I hate
That's all I
lipstick
know.
with passion. I hate it.
Please get off Wikipedia too, because I'd be really concerned with these words.
Oh yeah. It's all we also have I've seen a couple times some stands talk about how he treated women. And it's like y'all don't know what he was doing behind closed doors, so y'all can't say that this man treated women like shit constantly. Because especially when it comes to Shanana, and Miss Stick Tatiana Honey. I know a lot of people, they be like, oh, he had to have done something with them for them to be this crazy. That does not necessarily have to be the case. These bitches can
It's
just
not.
be genuinely crazy. Like, y'all don't take that into
Exactly.
consideration that these bitches can just be fucking crazy. Like, do y'all not know who they were around? They were around Michael, the man who was known all around the world, had all this money, had all this fame. They could have been those type of women that were like, oh my gosh, he's giving me attention. Let me assume that this nigga wants me. Like, nobody ever took into consideration the fact that Tatiana went on live television, said that she flown out of the country to go see Michael. Michael did not know. And when she went up to his door, he would not open that shit. Like, is nobody gonna, that's some crazy shit right there. And let's take Ola, for example. That's what that crack do to you, yo. That's all.
Bro, shut up.
Crack do to you, son. It's not like, okay, yeah, Michael saw her in a little porn video and was like, ooh, shorty would look good in my video. And I don't know where this story came from. Huh?
I said, shorty, your little baddie.
Shorty, a little baddie, like, you know, maybe I can have her in my video, you know. And so then he had her in the video, whatever. You could tell Ola was feeling this nigga. You could tell she was feeling him heavy. I don't know who made up the story. Where does anybody know the story where they said he was messing around with her at some point backstage?
Yes, was fingering her or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard that before.
I don't know where that story came from. Ola never said it herself. I don't know if it was a Lipstick Alley story. I don't know who came up with that.
It was Lipstick Alley.
Okay, Lipstick Alley.
Wait. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ola was in an interview and she revealed something happened between them. I gotta find it. But it was one, I think a little something went down.
It was one interview where somebody asked him, did y'all ever do anything or did y'all ever kiss? And she said, no, we never kissed or anything.
That's crazy. Damn,
yeah,
I must have admitted for real.
It's different shit. And people take what they want to take out of each story that they hear and they want to run with it because they want this nigga to be such a hoe so bad. And it's like, okay, if he was a hoe, then he was a hoe. Cool. Do we all know that for sure? No. Because at the end of the day,
don't know nothing.
He probably never did touch Ola. I know damn well he ain't touched Tatiana crazy. No way he touched. Nah, I would die on this hill. He did not do shit with her. Like they probably kissed. But that whole Tatiana story that came out, I think she put it out or her friend put it out that they fucked and he left her in the hotel room and somebody came in and saw her naked on the bed and shit like that. And then when they asked him what happened, he was like, you already know what happened.
What?
Now you already know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck going on. You know the vibe.
Yeah, basically, like, you know how we get down. And so what's crazy, I know that whole story was fake because they spelled the bitch's name wrong. Throughout the whole entire story, they spelled Tatiana's name wrong, but the person who was telling the story is supposed to be Tatiana's friend. Best friend at that.
Child.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, honey. And with Shauna now, I think people like to say that they had something going on, or they like to believe that they did something because they know the more they kiss up to her, the more content she might put out when it comes to rare footage. And let me just let y'all know this right now for the people that's doing it. The bar is in hell for y'all. Y'all will not see the pearly gates. Y'all will not see the pearly gates for some rare videos. Say what you gotta say, and I'll piggyback off. Come on.
All right. Have my back, girl. My thing with this curdled milk, this ugh, she just disgusts me, honestly, truly, because let's look at it. All right. So you love this man and totally understand that what y'all had, what you thought y'all had was a fairy tale. Like it was just fucking rainbows and sunshine, motherfucking Disneyland every single day. I am marrying Michael Jackson. Like this shit is crazy. This is a dream. But it was low key, high key, a nightmare. And really fucking embarrassing on both parts. I wanted to embarrass him. You and your mother. Where is the love in that? I hate to hang out over her head, but I'm not gonna pretend that it didn't happen. And not just once, twice, baby. Okay, so I just don't fuck with Lisa, bro. And I don't give a fuck if I don't know her. I don't give a fuck if I don't know their relationship. From what I see and from what has happened and for what she let happen, that's fucked up. Period. Period. I don't give a fuck how we both ended off. If you were my run true love, like I loved you, nigga, like I'm not gonna let nobody speak back on you, period. My mama, my daddy, I don't give a fuck. Oprah, I don't care.
Daddy.
Like, for real. I'm not about to let nobody speak on your name. And I thought that was pretty fucked up. I thought it was pretty fucked up. So fuck her, period.
Because she knew what she was doing.
Exactly. She did. I don't like how people be like, oh, she was angry, that's why she did it. Bitch, she was a grown ass fucking woman.
Exactly.
She was a grown
She knew how to control her emotions.
Exactly. She knew right from wrong. She was a grown ass woman, just like Michael was a grown ass man. You didn't see this nigga going on interviews and talk shows talking bad on her name. No, it was her on television with her mama, her mother, saying all types of shit, talking about some, oh, he needed her. Bitch, he did not need your white ass. He did not need your white ass daughter. He didn't. He really did not. She did not boost his career at all. At all.
And she really thought he wanted to be like Elvis, child.
Yeah, he really did not want to be like Elvis. Didn't he have a porn statue in his house where he wrote on it talking about how Elvis stole shit? Like, he did not want to be like that man at all.
It's the same man that penned Heartbreak Hotel and had to rename it. And then they said, what is Heartbreak Hotel? What song is that?
Nah, cause like,
I can tell you one thing though, Michael ain't died in no toilet, so I mean, please.
Phoebe just going to hell. That's fine. She embraced it. She loves it. She loves it.
I mean, that's what I got to say about that.
I just hate that whole relationship because, first of all, the way that they got together, you could tell from the way that they got together that shit was not gonna last. Like, my nigga, you got with her while she was still married. Did you propose to her over the phone?
Yes.
Her over the fucking phone.
Yeah.
Wore black to your fucking wedding and then didn't tell y'all parents about this shit until the day of, calling your mom talking about I just got married, and she's just now meeting the girl that you married over the fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
During the time frame that y'all started dating, he was in the most the most horrible point of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible point of his life, which was convenient for her because she came at a time where he really needed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Was there. Appreciate her for that. She was there when he needed somebody, but he took that as, okay, she's there for me. I like this feeling. Let me keep her. Wasn't the smartest decision at all, because they didn't even last for like 2 years in that marriage. And then what's crazy is you're doing interviews talking bad about his name, but you're also still sleeping with him at the same time. I don't get how that's working out, but hey, it's white people for you.
It's also beautifully dysfunctional because how you go on Oprah, big Oprah, and then you still going back to hotels to meet this man, and she let him. I don't understand.
And it's like not only are you going back and forth to meet this man, but you know that he's currently married to the woman that he told you that he was going to get pregnant if you didn't. So it's like,
Granted, we don't take her serious.
It's like at that point, if you got mad at him for saying if you don't have my kid, then she will. Granted, it's your body. You could do whatever you want. That's not even why I don't even like Lisa. Like it was her choice not to have his baby. But my thing is, if you got upset with him and left because he said that he was going to get somebody else pregnant if you weren't going to get pregnant, why the fuck go back with him while he's married to the bitch that he got pregnant and he got kids on the fucking way that are not by you? That don't make no sense. You might as well have just stayed if that was the point. And then wrote a whole letter talking about I'll have 9 of your kids. Bruh, come on.
Mm-mm.
And then said he stigmatized her. So because now that she's with him, well, that when she was with him during the time, she said that he stigmatized her and made her Lisa Michael Jackson's wife. Not just Lisa, but now she's Lisa Michael Jackson's wife. He didn't do that. You chose to do that when
girl, you went from Michael Jackson to Nick Cage, so I don't know what you want me to do about this, man. I don't know exactly what you want me to do. And then your other husband, he got whole child pornography on his thing, so I don't really know who you want me to associate you with. You ain't got bitch.
First of all, you should be mad at your daddy because he the one that stigmatized you first, because you wasn't even really known as just Lisa. You was known as Elvis Presley's daughter. If we really want to be honest about it, you went from being Elvis Presley's daughter to Michael Jackson's ex-wife. Period.
And that's ex-wife for the delusional in the back, okay?
If I see somebody put up a post saying Michael Jackson's wife or Michael Jackson's widow one more fucking time, that is not his widow. If that was his widow, they would have still been married during the time he died. That is not his widow. That is for all.
Do people not know what widow is? I'm confused.
Exactly. Like during her birthday, I saw so many happy birthday to Michael Jackson's wife. That's his widow. That's not his fucking widow.
They really thought that was his true love. Child.
Yeah, that wasn't his fucking true love, bitch. It wasn't. It wasn't. If that was the case, then why the fuck was he still, like, let's be honest. If, as much as I hate the whole Diana and Michael ship thing, I hate it so much. If this nigga had Diana and Lisa standing in front of this nigga and he was told to choose one to save, who the fuck do you think he's choosing? The bitch that he's
Diana.
wife not to worry about. Diana.
Here.
Be honest. Let's be honest. The same woman that he told Lisa not to worry about is fucking Diana. He probably choose Elizabeth over her ass too. And what's crazy is how the fuck does one woman get the nicest woman on earth, Elizabeth Taylor, to dislike her?
That's crazy.
Elizabeth did not like that woman because Lisa was respectful with her. I don't know what happened, but how the fuck do you get Elizabeth Taylor to not like your ass?
Bruh, Lisa was a little bitch. Like, come on. You could just tell. She was a little bitch, bro. Like, I mean, nigga, I will flee the fucking country too if you were my wife. What are you talking about?
No,
like, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Left her for 6 fucking weeks
Straight facts.
Not to fucking go other bitches. Like, he ain't go out the country to go fuck some bitches. Nah, he said, nah, bruh. I gotta go to Disney real quick. Like,
Right.
I mean, Minnie Mouse
Get my
probably,
mind
child.
right.
I gotta go to Disney to get my mind right. This bitch pissing me off.
You know how angry you gotta be to go to Disneyland?
Yes. Like, I'm thinking that when they said he left for 6 weeks, I'm thinking, oh, he probably left for 6 weeks to go be with another baddie or something. Like, no. This nigga went to Disney to clear his fucking mind because this bitch was fucking with him.
You went to go see Minnie Mouse, child.
Nah, real shit. And it's like, my thing is, how come she can do something, but he can't? As toxic as that sounds, everybody brings up how he left for 6 weeks, but nobody talks about how she went to go on vacations with her ex-husband. It's like, y'all can't
If
just...
they do, they excuse it saying that was her kid's father, which makes no sense to me.
I don't give a fuck. If my man
Really?
had kids with somebody else and he told me one day that she has a family vacation with her family and wants to take the kids and also wants him to come, nigga, either I'm coming too or you're not going at all. Like, it's like, what do you need to go for? Like, everybody here is grown. We're not gonna sit here and act dumb. We all knew what the hell she went on that family vacation for. Like I said, the same way Michael got her is the same way Michael lost her. She was not over her ex-husband. She went on that family trip with her kids, and I'm pretty sure she fucked that man. And the thing is, she even admitted that Michael did not want her to go on the family vacation, and she said she ain't give a fuck, and she went anyway. So y'all can't sit here and put one up on a pedestal and make the other one seem like they trash. We're not doing that.
Like I said before, we all do not know the specifics. We only know what has been said and what we've seen. But you should have kept your mouth closed. You should not have been the messy one, because you look messy. You look messy.
At the end of the day, they both had fucked up shit going on. Their whole marriage should just never happen. We're not gonna I'm not putting one blame on the other, but we're not gonna sit here and act like one didn't really do anything and the other did. Both of them did fucked up shit. And at the end of the day, they just should never got married. Period.
All right. Music.
I just wanted to say one more thing.
Bad. Sorry.
No, it's cool. I just wanted to say one more thing because it just came to me. In case one of you white people listen to this and you're just like, we're making fun of a woman who just went through a loss, I just want to let you know we're not making fun of that loss. Whatever personal issue she got, and hopefully she works through that. We're making fun of what happened at that time. Period.
We're talking about
that. We're not getting into it. I'm just letting that know in case somebody listen to this and they just like, well, you shouldn't say that because she's going to do this. I'm like, no, we know. We're not talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about anything that she's going through right now. We are simply talking about unpopular opinions that happened way back then. That's it. And Michael, when I see you, I'm gonna ask you why you told that bitch why she sound like Aretha Franklin, because you disrespected my sis. Period.
giving that girl lost hope. Nothing but false hope. Next on the roster, clank clank, we got music skips. Who wants to take this plate?
Jason.
Let me see.
Come on, where you at?
Well, to me, the entire Bad album is a skip because and I barely streamed Trader 2, so yeah.
I just feel like when it comes to people talking about what songs they skip, y'all should not get so riled up and upset, because at the end of the day,
Oh yeah.
it's like
especially the bad stands, when you talk about the albums and the skips, they always get in their feelings and start tweeting and attacking everyone over their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say
And I
it
can
once and
tell
I'll
you what
say it again about that.
It's not that deep.
it's not that deep at all. But we know we ain't skipping off the wall. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate those tweets every time we talk about what we want to skip. Here go these fans talk about why y'all fans in the first place. That's my problem.
It's like when I became a stan, I don't remember signing a contract saying that I had to like every song this man wrote. I do not
They be
remember.
really getting upset.
If I think the Bad Album is my least favorite album to listen to, then that's my opinion. If I want to tweet it, I'm going to tweet about it, especially if music is the topic of discussion on the timeline. Like I don't get that. It's like you cannot get upset that somebody is skipping any song off of any of the albums that he has. 'Cause at the end of the day, they're skipping it. You're not skipping it. You're still listening to it. Them skipping the song is really not affecting you, and it's not affecting Michael's pockets at all.
And they're not telling you not to listen to it.
Exactly. It's not like people are telling you, oh, don't listen to the Bad Album because I don't like it. No, they're just simply saying, I don't like the Bad Album, or I don't like Off the Wall. I don't like Invincible. I don't like Dangerous. Like, if somebody does not like a song or an album, then that's their opinion. That's what they like, and that's what they don't like. Period. At the end of the day, it still doesn't diminish what they feel about Michael. It doesn't mean that they like him any less. They just don't like certain songs, and some people have to respect that. And that's one thing that we have a problem with in this fandom is nobody respects other people's opinions, especially when it's not harmless opinions, when it's not harmful opinions. It's like it's weird.
Now, if you didn't give it a try, that's something different. But if you genuinely do not like that song, you can do that. That's fine. Don't start arguing with people though, unless there's jokes though. I expect to see some memes when you start talking about what songs you skipped. That's all I gotta say.
And please do not talk about how many songs you skip when you have not listened to a full album. I feel like when I see people have music discussions on the timeline, if you haven't listened to a majority of this man's music, I don't think you should be talking about music at all. You have to listen to the songs first before you make any opinion on what songs are skips and what songs are not skips. But it's mainly like the newsstands that I've seen doing it. I'm like, okay, if you're a newsstand, worry about listening to the songs, and then you can come and join in on the conversation that we're having right now.
All I gotta say is y'all trying to make 2,000 watts happen, and it's not gonna happen. It never will happen.
I
And
like
not
it.
this year, next year,
I like
next year after that.
Look, all I gotta say is, okay, I don't really fuck with Little Susie, but like, like I'm tired of people getting on me for not fucking with Little Susie. Okay, it's a beautiful song. All right, he sung his ass off on that. But you gotta understand, some people don't like that dark shit, and I don't like that dark shit. What the fuck do I look like just casually listening to Little Susie during my downtime or while I'm walking? Like, I'm not listening to no song about a little girl falling down the stairs with blood in her hair, and no, I'm not.
They said she do not do them demons, honey.
I don't
Bring that shit away.
I do not do them
Also,
at all.
Me neither. I told y'all that already.
white people, the history album is not for you, baby. Okay, so give us the album back, please. Thank you.
Period.
Also,
Just
do
like
not
Black
try
and
to.
White.
Did you say that one more time? I didn't hear you.
Just like Black and White.
Oh, child.
Oh yeah. They
Throw it
love
in the
that song
trash.
too.
Throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the trash. Like I know some stands, like some black stands I've seen, they're like, I wish he never fucking wrote that song because white people been throwing that song in our face for the longest time. But my thing is y'all don't get y'all not seeing the full message. In Black or White, yeah, he said it don't matter if you black or white, basically talking about racism, like, nigga, treat me how I would treat you, with respect. And then it goes to the Panther dance, where it says, okay, yeah, you're gonna treat me with respect, but remember, I will beat your fucking ass. I will tear this shit up. I will air this bitch out. for all you white people, I will air y'all the fuck out. I don't think people
Like it didn't say KKK on there. It didn't say all
like
that stuff.
their whole
They
entire
ignore it.
segment, that was a whole message. Black or White and the Panther Dance is a whole message saying treat me with respect or I'm airing this bitch out. Period. So I hate when white people throw that and they don't care about us in our face. And it's like, stop using those two songs to want to be included in every fucking thing, because at the end of the day, what he was talking about in that song, none of y'all white people can relate to. Period.
I also want to say, y'all can stream it if y'all want to, but any song that Robert touches a media skip for me. I ain't listening to You Are Not Alone. I don't give a fuck how beautiful that song is. I listen. I can't do it for personal reasons. So don't tell me to stream that every streaming party. I skip that. I mute it. I'll play it, but I'll mute it. It'll be on low. I don't listen to One More Chance. I don't know what that is. First of all, I ain't even willingly want to listen to Let It Do For Me. No. I can't do it. It's not on my spirit. I can't do it.
Also, I'm pretty sure we already discussed this, but shed light on this topic again. Y'all really do get butthurt when we say we don't like the Bad album. We're having the same conversation every single week. And it's so sad because that's all that's ever going to happen. Every single day for the rest of our lives. That's what we're going to be talking about. So y'all just gonna have to get over it because some people just don't fuck with it.
I think
And
it's
that's
mostly we talk about the bad era, not the album. I rarely hear people like talk bad about the album. It's just the era that we think is overhyped. But then they say we dogging the album. I like the album myself, but it's just the era. It's just too much. They over sexualize it for me.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, the Bad album can be somebody's least. It's my least personally. But when I say y'all talk way too much about Bad, or whenever I see a Stan post, y'all don't give Bad enough credit. Yes, the fuck we do. Especially in this fandom, y'all talk a lot about the Bad era. The Bad era is like the poster child for this damn fandom. And it's so
For stories,
yeah.
for everything.
When it comes to Wattpad, if you searching for any kind of MJ Wattpad story, I guarantee you the most popular ones that you will see is ones based off of the Bad era. If you see a lot of accounts on Twitter and mainly Instagram, a lot of their photos or aesthetic is usually surrounded by the Bad era. When it comes to fashion,
Yeah, viral
post, the Bad era, Smooth Criminal, that one will never not do what it got to do when it comes to getting likes.
Child.
When it comes to, if somebody just wants to post two simple pictures up on Twitter of Michael and it's the Bad era, I guarantee you it will get the most likes out of any other picture that you will post of him in any other era. And that's a damn shame.
It's Bad as a light skinned Thriller for me till the day I die. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can argue.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Y'all, how y'all just gonna ignore Off the Wall when Michael was sitting here, his happiest in this era, the finest, the most beautiful, the most authentic era? How y'all just ignore it? Y'all just pay this era to dust. What is it? Please tell me what it is. I don't even know what to say. It's a damn shame.
Like a disappointed auntie, sis.
I'm a goddamn disappointed auntie. But one thing that you guys do need to understand is the importance of understanding the terms underrated and underappreciated. Can somebody pull those definitions? Somebody please pull those definitions out.
Let me pull up the definition of underrated. Like, oh, this is underrated. You don't even know what you're talking about? Okay. So the definition of underrated Underestimate the extent, value, or importance of someone or something. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Underestimate the extent, value, or importance of something or someone. Now, underappreciated. Fail to value someone or something highly enough. We're going to repeat underappreciated one more time because I want y'all to get this definition in y'all head. Fail to value someone or something highly enough.
Basically, if you say something that is extremely popular and well known is underrated, I'm beat your ass.
Yo. Like,
Therefore, when you say something like any of these highest selling albums of all time is underrated, I'll beat your ass because I'm like, what are you talking about?
because the album was obviously rated high. Obviously, it was rated high, but you may feel like it didn't get enough appreciation. So that's where the word underappreciated comes into play. Y'all can't just be throwing the word underrated out there and not knowing what it actually means.
Therefore, that pain, that same pain that you felt over Bad not winning the Grammy because it was underappreciated, it is the same pain you should feel about Off the Wall getting that one because it was underappreciated, even though it was the best selling at that point in time.
If we really want to talk about unappreciated, let's talk about his younger albums. Those are very unappreciated.
Yeah.
Can we please?
I don't hear nobody. Yes, I do. But I don't hear y'all talk about Cinderella Stay a While, goddamn Farewell My Summer Love. Like, come on. Let's talk about that.
Nobody
That's
talks
what you need
about
to
his
talk
J.
about.
Cole era enough for me.
They don't.
And I feel like a lot of people don't really talk. I don't want to make this fandom sound like that, like those kind of people, but
No, say it.
it's because he wasn't grown. I feel like that's why y'all don't talk about it. It's because it's not an era that y'all can really say what y'all really want to say. So I don't want to make y'all sound like some type of people, but y'all be looking like
I
those.
just think they don't really appreciate Pre-Vitiligo.
Yeah,
Because when we post pictures on the Legion page, like when I did those pictures of the Liz wedding, how that went viral, but the other eras like Thriller, Off the Wall, barely get 100 or 200. And then when I post something like Bad or something, go like to 800 or to 1,000. That's crazy.
A shame. That is a damn shame. It's like y'all really do not talk about Off the Wall enough for me, and it just really grinds my gears. And for people to say that Off the Wall was not his debut album, y'all, it was not.
Mm-hmm.
It was not. Please stop saying that that's his debut album. Please stop. That is not the first time this little boy went solo.
But seriously though, like I really encourage y'all to listen to his younger albums. Like the way he sung those songs and the way he put his Michael-esque taste into those songs is ridiculous. Cause he's so fucking young. And just to hear that, evolutionize is fucking crazy. And y'all be going on and on and on about these motherfucking Thriller, Off the Wall, Bad, but let's really get into who he became, which was his younger albums. Get into it. You have no room to talk if you don't listen to his whole discography, and that's on period. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and it's like y'all complain about not having content, and it's free content right there that y'all just paying to dust. Come on, y'all, get into it.
Choosing not to listen to.
Exactly.
Choosing not to. Think it's
into
funny too.
Ooh, okay. Let's talk about his children and can't. All right, his children is nobody's motherfucking business. For real. Like, it ain't our business. It's not your business. It's not your mama business, your daddy business. It's nobody's business but his and who he had his children with. So I just really feel like even locals, when they go so hard as to really tell us or just to say period that his kids do not belong to him, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, they don't do that to other or I'm not saying they adopted. They don't do that to adopted children, saying that's not your real parents. So why they doing it to?
mm-hmm.
I just feel like at the end of the day, you're not gonna be a Jackson. Like, I feel like anybody who talks about the paternity of his kids, it's like, what do you gain? Like, what do you want them to do? Do you want Paris to come out of nowhere and be like, yeah, that's my biological dad? No, that's not my biological dad. You want them to post up DNA papers? Like what do you seek to accomplish when you constantly post that those are not his children, or that BG is the only child? First of all, do you know how fucked up that is to have to come onto social media and constantly see posts about you not being the biological child of your deceased parent that raised you since you were a baby? Like, I'm not getting how y'all think that shit is okay. But when it comes to Michael, y'all all about mental health. Y'all all about we have to be, sensitive and stuff like that. But why can't y'all fucking be sensitive to his kids? Okay, you may not like his kids. They may have said some weird shit. They may have said some dumb shit at times. But at the end of the day, their paternity is none of y'all business. Like, at the end of the day, they could be there. I think they're his. That's my personal opinion. I think they're his. Somebody else might not think that they're his. At the end of the day, it's none of our business if they are or not. And I feel like that's one reason why BG does not have social media. And I'm glad he doesn't have social media, because y'all could sit there and be like, oh, BG is the only biological child. BG is the only Jackson. Yeah, that might seem like a joke to y'all. And that might seem like, oh, y'all praising BG and stuff like that. But if BG were to see that shit, I'm pretty sure he would not fuck with y'all. Because why the hell is y'all talking about his siblings like that? Why is y'all talking about his father like that? Like, that's really fucked up to me.
Some fans are worse than locals in that situation.
Ooh, most definitely.
You think so?
I've seen there are a lot of stans who like to constantly make posts that BG is the superior Jackson because he's supposed to be the only biological one. Like,
Yeah.
like especially around the time when Paris does something sketchy that everybody don't like, or if Prince does something that everybody doesn't like, then everybody goes to, that's why we only mess with BG in this house. That's why we only support BG and stuff like that. And it's just like,
in reality, we don't know how he is either.
Exactly. This little boy does not have social media. We do not know how he is outside of this shit. We don't. So y'all can't, like, he hangs around white kids too. Just like how his brother and sister hangs around white kids, he hangs around white kids. Is you when they posted up that school photo he took, you ain't really see a lot of black kids in that picture. It was probably like 2 other ones in there with him, within a whole group. Let's not act dumb here. We don't know what he's doing outside of social media. So y'all can't sit there and speak on kids that y'all don't know. And I'm pretty sure Michael wouldn't fuck with y'all either if they saw what you were saying to his kids or saw what you were saying about his kids. Like, please tell me, would y'all honestly walk up to Michael and tell y'all personal opinion about how his kids aren't really his and still think that he would fuck with you after that? No, he would not.
And that's exactly why Michael had them in those disguises that he did as a kid, because he knew how y'all motherfuckers were. Look at him, ahead of his time.
Now every celebrity hiding their kids like them, like him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they sure are, but was calling him weird for doing it. Okay. Everybody called him weird for wearing a mask too. Look at us all now.
Exactly. And I really want to compare how he hid his children. Let's really look at how y'all treated culture, how y'all was saying, oh, she finna be ugly, she finna be ugly, and how
Ooh, Blue Ivy
people were
too.
beating on Blue. Like, that was fucked up. Period. So you see why he did those things. He didn't do it just for shits and fucking giggles. No. He know how people be. Y'all are some fucking monsters. Like, y'all are ruthless.
It's just weird when shit comes from his own fans. It's just, that's very weird behavior for me. Cause like y'all really do not, y'all really gotta stop acting like y'all know more about this man than his actual family. Y'all really gotta stop.
And friends that knew him.
Like y'all will sit here and type up full paragraphs on
The
Twitter
whole thread.
about his children, and at the end of the day, you don't know a goddamn thing. It's just very weird behavior to me.
You know, I just really want to get into how it's mainly Black people that are, you know, saying that his kids aren't his. He was ashamed of his Black features. He didn't want to be Black. He wanted to be white. What the fuck else? His abuse with Joseph. They want to mock it. And it's very fucking sad. Because we should be his cheerleaders. Period. Because he is one of us. He's fucking Black, yo. Come on. We should be his fucking cheerleaders.
If y'all don't like local saying shit, then why would you say it? And that's what makes me say all the time, the MJ fandom is the most hypocritical fandom I've seen. Not the one I've seen, but we can be very hypocritical. I'm not even gonna say we either, because I'm not hypocritical. I say what the hell I say. But yeah, if you don't like locals saying it, then why would you? What makes you think it's okay, or it's better that you say it? That don't make sense.
I don't know. I think people either want to hit tweet, want attention, thinking they are quote unquote spreading truth, or, you know, being quote unquote real, when really you're being ass and a clown, you know? So
And one more thing, because I've been seeing a couple posts from Black stands too, how he hated Black women, he wouldn't date them in real life, and all that type of stuff. I saw a couple of them like in the past month, and I just mute and leave it alone because I ain't trying to argue with anybody.
I've seen a few posts where somebody said he wouldn't choose y'all in the surrogacy book. Now, this came from a Black. Exactly. This came from a Black stan. First of all, nobody asked for that shit. Two, it's kind of weird coming from a Black stan because he wouldn't choose you either. So I don't know if this is some underlying anger that you have because you know, or first of all, you don't even know if he would choose you or not. Because that's like, come on, he could have chose anybody. He chose who the hell he chose. We don't even know if BG's mom is even a fucking surrogate. We don't know shit about his mom. But my thing is like, that statement is not only ignorant as hell, because it's like, that's, you kind of putting down a lot of Black women when you say that too, because it's like, what do you mean he wouldn't choose us in a surrogacy book? That's disrespectful as hell. Disrespectful as hell to us and to him, because you don't know what the hell he would do, and that should be disrespectful to you too, because it's like, you're Black, so in that case he wouldn't choose you either. Shouldn't you be upset about that? Or like, y'all don't, and it's like, y'all don't find that disrespectful to yourselves, to think that the man that y'all are standing does not fuck with Black women? If that's the case, why stand? That don't make sense to me. If you think, as a Black woman, why would you stand somebody that you feel does not like black women enough for you. That does not make sense to me at all.
True.
Like that, like why be here? That's so weird. I've seen a couple of black stands say that he didn't like black women either, and it's like, y'all need to stop acting like this man didn't date black women at all. Like, come on, come on, yo. We not about to sit here and be this fucking stupid. Okay, he did not marry black. He did not marry black. We know that shit. The 2 women that he married were white and they were trash. White trash. That's what the hell he married. White trash. And they both went downhill. That's what happened.
Debbie was convenient. She was right there. That's
Exactly.
the only reason.
Like, y'all not thinking about why he married these white women. He married these white women not only because he knew that he could do whatever he wanted when he was with them, but because they were doing whatever he asked. Literally, he married Lisa because she was there during a time that he was going through shit. He married Debbie because she offered to have his kids. Do y'all see the pattern here? Now tell me what black woman, normal black woman, I'm not even gonna say what black woman because we got Shana Nine. Now, what black woman do y'all know that would be in the right headspace to marry that nigga during either of those times? And from
I don't know one.
and exactly, like y'all, like I see people like, oh, he should have married Naomi. He should have married Stephanie. He should have. You don't know what
Naomi.
bitch. Shut up. I'm tired of that shit. This nigga love black women. If he didn't love black women, he wouldn't have had us all in his fucking videos. That's simple. And I also saw Stan say that he used black women for aesthetics. I feel like that is the most ignorant shit that you could say. That is very ignorant.
I personally think that a lot of people use Michael as the scapegoat for a lot of issues that we have in the Black community, and even in situations that don't make sense. Like, you want to talk about how the Black community hates women? Let's just throw Michael and his marriages in there. You want to talk about the Black community and colorism? Let's somehow throw this man's skin condition in there, even though that don't make sense. You want to talk about self-hate? Throw Michael in there, even though he said that he's not ashamed of being Black. He just was self-conscious about certain things. And it's like, I don't know why. And I feel like that's why a lot of Black people don't take Michael's issues seriously. They're so used to making him the scapegoat for a lot of like things that don't make sense and things he's actively like told us that he did not share these values, but they can't believe it because they have to have somebody to make fun of.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's
Especially
like,
with the hair. It's just the self-hate, like why he have to have straight hair. Like no other Black male singer has straight hair before.
yeah,
Like why does it?
that argument was very weird to me because it's like, you talk about
James Brown's
yeah,
very white.
Snoop Dogg, Cat Williams, they all had Prince.
Andre
All
3000.
Prince. They all had the straight hair moment, but when Michael did it, it's a different story because
Why couldn't he have a fro wig? Why he couldn't have like? There's just so many questions.
A fro wig in the 2000s. Who's rocking a fro wig after the fro? like I'm not getting it. I'm really not getting it. Y'all really wanted this man to rock a fro for the rest of his life, so y'all could clown him? We not doing that. We're not.
And even if men weren't like straightening their hair, a lot of like popular men at the time cut their hair into like fades and stuff. And I'm like, you know how crazy how he would look with this fade right now? Like we would just be like, he knew that short hair, he had to do some type of length. Because then, you know, he did have short hair and then we kind of looked at him and said,
I see a lot of stands like that.
The
History.
curly short hair, but the straight hair.
yeah, the curly short.
The curly short.
You know,
I like that. The childhood one.
That was enough. That guy scares me to this day because I still see it on his forehead.
Yeah, I saw the pictures from the childhood one and the lace was showing, and I was like, maybe the short hair is just not for him. Put some life. I ain't like that. But yeah, it's like he knew what the hell he wanted. He knew what he liked, and that's what he liked. Just like how any other male rapper, singer, celebrity knows what they like. It's just that simple.
I don't know why we're acting, not we, like us, but I don't know why people act as if this man did not have disease. Like real shit. This man had vitiligo, lupus. The list can go on. The autopsy it's there. You can see it. It's real. And I feel like people, locals, I don't think they ever want to just acknowledge the truth. They still want to have this mindset as of, yeah, he wanted to be a white woman. He wanted to be white. He wanted to look more feminine. And this, that, and the third. And it's just like, no, that is not true at all. And y'all keep shitting on this man's name, and it's pissing me off. Like, oh my God.
I had an ex-coworker said his autopsy was fake. He didn't have vitiligo.
People be accusing Michael of things that are like legit federal crimes, and I'm wondering, like, why do people think that he could get away just because he's rich? Why do you think like the whole government would just be like, oh, that's okay?
Exactly. Especially when they've been trying to get this man been on this, when the government, not the government, but the police has been on this nigga ass. You mean to tell me that they gonna let this nigga get away with anything? No. And all I gotta say is like, if y'all don't like when locals talk about this man's blackness, stands should not be talking about this man's blackness either. Because the same stands that say that he disliked black women be the same stands that will go hard for Michael when they see a local say that he was not proud to be black. Period. Like you can't sit there and contradict yourself like that. You can't say that this man was proud to be black. He loved his black people. He loved where he came from, and then also say, but he hated black women because he married white and had white kids. Like I should not see any black stand saying it, but I've seen it, and it's so weird. And anybody who has any negative comments, let me tell you this. We don't give a fuck.